Watch something new, learn something new. Welcome to your digital classroom. I am Saji KV and you are watching my channel, The Eureka. Act 1, Scene 3. In the previous scene, Act 1, Scene 1, we learned Bassanio came to Antonio requesting him to give him money to go to Belmont to marry Portia. Antonio at that time did not have money to lend to Bassanio to go to Belmont to marry Portia. Antonio suggested to Bassanio to go to the street of Venice and get money either on his credit or on the basis of his friendship in Venice. And Bassanio goes out to the street and reaches to a public place where Bassanio meets Shylock and he requests Shylock to lend him 3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio as guarantee security for the money. Shylock agrees to lend him money, provided Antonio signs a bond that in case Antonio fails to repay him the money at the fixed time, Shylock will have the right to cut a pound of flesh from the body of Antonio. Let's go through the scene in detail. Act 1, Scene 3 takes place on a public place in Venice. Shylock and Bassanio are engaged in conversation. Bassanio requests Shylock to lend him 3,000 ducats for 3 months. Shylock, 3,000 ducats? Well, do you want 3,000 ducats? Bassanio, yeah sir, for 3 months. Yes, I require 3,000 ducats for 3 months. Shylock, for 3 months? Well, you require the money for 3 months. Well, Bassanio, for which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound, for which I told you that Antonio would be the security for the money. Antonio would be the bond for the money. Shylock, Antonio shall become bond? Well, Antonio is the bond for the money. Bassanio, may you stud me? Will you pleasure me? Shall I know your answer? Will you help me? Will you oblige me by giving me 3,000 ducats? May I know your answer? Shylock, 3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio bound. So you require 3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio as the guarantee for the money? Bassanio, your answer to it. What is your answer to that? Shylock, Antonio is a good man. Shylock tells, Antonio is a good man. Shylock means Antonio is a wealthy man to be bond for 3,000 ducats for Bassanio. Bassanio, have you heard any imputation to the contrary? Have you heard any allegation that Antonio is not a good man? Bassanio takes the meaning of the word good in literally, saying Antonio is really a good man. Whereas Shylock means Antonio is a wealthy man when he tells Antonio is a good man. Shylock, oh no, no, no. My meaning in saying he's a good man is to have you understand me that he is sufficient. No, I mean that Antonio is a wealthy man to be security for the money that I am going to lend you. That he is a sufficient security for the money. Yet his means are in supposition. Yet his resources are at risk. He hath an agosi bound to Tripolis, another to Indies. I understand moreover upon the Rialto. He hath a third at Mexico, a fourth for England, and other ventures he hath squandered abroad. All his resources are at risk. I know he has sent a large merchant ship to Tripolis, another to Indies. I have heard from the Rialto, from the stock exchange of Venice, that he has sent a third one to Mexico and fourth one to England. He has risked other business ventures to other different places. But ships are but boats, sailors but men. There be land rats, water thieves, land thieves, I mean pirates. So here, but ships are made of wood. Sailors are merely human beings. There are land rats, and the same way there are water rats that can harm his ships. Then again, just like there are land thieves, there are sea thieves. I mean pirates, sea robbers, pirates, sea robbers. Then there is the peril of waters, winds and rocks. Then again, there are many dangers of water, wind and rock in the sea. The man is not withstanding sufficient. There are many dangers to his business ventures. In spite of all this, he is a good security. 3,000 ducats, I think I may take his bond. You require 3,000 ducats, I shall consider his bond. Bassanio, be assured you may. Be sure of his bond. Shylock, I shall be assured I may, that I may be assured I will bethink me. Now here, I shall think it over. And again, I would like to be assured whether he is ready to be the bond for the money. May I speak to Antonio? I would like to speak to Antonio whether he is willing to be the bond for the money. Bassanio, if it please you to dine with us, will you dine with us? Will you have dinner with us? Shylock, yeah, to smell pork, to eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazarite conjured the devil into. Should I eat the flesh of the pig with you? Should I eat pork with you? Should I eat the flesh of the pig into which Jesus Christ, the Nazarene, sent the devils? For the Jews, meat of the pig is forbidden. It's a forbidden food of the Jews. This has a reference to the Bible. Jesus healed a man who was possessed with evil spirits. And Jesus ordered the evil spirits to come out from the man. And then the evil spirit requested Jesus, sent that spirit to the pigs. And Jesus Christ allowed the spirit to go into the pigs, and it seemed that the pigs went into the sea and drowned themselves. I will buy with you, sell with you, talk with you, walk with you, so following, but I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. Therefore, I will buy with you, sell with you, talk with you, but I shall not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. The discrimination of religion is hindered at. What news on the Rialto? What is the news in the Rialto? Who comes here? Who is coming here? So here, the religious enmity between the Christians and the Jews is highlighted. Senor, this is Signor Antonio. This is Mr. Antonio. Shylock. How like a fawning publican he looks. Shylock speaks aloud his thought. He speaks aside and speaks aloud his thought. He looks like a Roman tax collector, a fawning publican. Antonio is like a fawning publican, a Roman tax collector. The people of Israel hated the tax collectors in Israel because these tax collectors collected excessive tax from the Jews. Therefore, they consider these people as their enemy, and they never liked tax collectors. Therefore, Antonio is compared to a Roman tax collector. I hate him for he is a Christian. I do not like him because he is a Christian. But for more that in law simplicity, he lends out money gratis and brings down the rate of usance here with us in Venice. Moreover, because of his stupidity, he lends money without any interest. Thus, he brought down the rate of interest in Venice and damaged the business of Jews in Venice. And Jews are the money lenders in Venice. And Shylock hated Antonio because he gave money to these people without taking interest from them. Thus, Antonio brought down the rate of interest in Venice. If I can catch him once upon the heap, I will feed the fat, the ancient grudge I bear him. If I can catch a hold of him once at his disadvantageous position, I shall feed my ancient revenge. I will feed my grudge that I have for Antonio. He hates a sacred nation. He rails even where merchants most do congregate on me and my gains. My well-won thrift, which he call interest. He hates our nation, our community. He abuses me. He abuses my business dealings and my hard-earned profit that I get by lending money. So, curse me, my tribe, if I forgive him. A curse may fall upon my tribe, my community, if I forgive him. And here, it is very clear that Shylock hates Antonio very much. Moreover, Shylock is waiting for an opportunity to harm Antonio, and he feels this may be an opportunity to harm him because Bassanio has come to Shylock to get money from Shylock under the assurance of Antonio. Bassanio, Shylock, do you hear? Shylock, do you listen to me? Shylock, I am debating of my present store, and by either near guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats. I am calculating, debating, I am calculating of my present store. As far as I can guess, I cannot raise so much of money at present. But it does not matter. What of that? Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. But it does not matter. A friend of me, Tubal, a friend of my community, will lend me the money to give you. But soft, how many months do you hear? Rest your fair good sinner. But wait, how many months you require the money? How many months do you want to have the money? Rest you fair goodness. Greetings to you, Mr. Antonio. Your worship was the last man in our mouths. We were talking about you, just you have arrived here. Antonio, Shylock, although I neither lent nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the ripe wants of my friend, I break a custom. Antonio, though I never lent money, nor borrow money at interest, but I break this custom to fulfill the immediate need of my friend Bassanio. Is he yet possessed? How much you want? Is he informed how much money you want? Is Shylock informed about the amount of money that he requires for going to Belmont to marry Portia? Shylock, 3,000 ducats. Yes, he has informed me that he requires 3,000 ducats. Antonio, for 3 months. And he requires that money for 3 months. Shylock, I had forgot 3 months you told me. Well then, you are bound. Let me see, but you here. So, I had forgot it. I had forgotten. You require the money for 3 months. Then, you are bound. Yes, I heard that you say that you neither lent money nor borrow money at interest. But me thought you said you neither lent nor borrow upon advantage. It seems to me that I heard that you do not lend money nor borrow money with interest.